Hey, future millionaires, it's Mona. I just had this thought, man. I had to share it, because a lot of us are going through the awakening. Welcome to the revelations, I say. If you've been on the up and up, you know that you've seen all around you that it seems like the people that don't do things the right way seem to be rewarded, Things come easier, faster, they make more money, they go more places, things like that. And there are still certain things that you wouldn't be able to bring yourself to do, no matter if it did mean that you would gain those things, right? And for a time, it felt like um, that wasn't the right way to go about things. And I'm here right now in 2025 to reassure you that um, it's no longer their time. And I'm not saying that any of us are perfect. I'm just saying that we were able to find God in the darkness. We were able to find God when we were at our lowest point. We were able to find God when we questioned everything around us and we weren't sure of anything. And I think that's why so many of us now are heavily enlightened and heavily protected. And the dark side has never been weaker because we've never been stronger. And I really wanted to throw this out there while I'm speaking on it. A lot of us grew up very religious. We were in the church, our, grandparents, parents, all of that were in the church. And there are those of us who always saw that as basically where you go whenever you needed a fresh start. Like you've done some wrong things and now you needed to, come to Jesus, and you needed a place so that everybody can see you coming to Jesus. And, even though they're not supposed to judge you, they judge you. They judge you, right? And people don't realize how much that is abuse. That is gaslighting, that is manipulation. You say come as you are, and then you treat us a certain way when we do. And if we don't come, you treat us a certain way when we don't come. And if we do come, you treat us a certain way if we don't act a certain way, if we don't bring out a certain appearance. And oh goodness, you are always the judge of who will fall short of the glory too, aren't you? Like seriously. I say all of that to say it's our time now. And it's our time to not be ashamed. Okay? It's our time to share our journeys, because that was another thing in religion is, yeah, it looks so good. It looks so pretty. It looks so right. And everybody that's in there just thinks, their lives are so great. And, and that's just not reality, you guys. Sorry. That's not reality, right? What is reality is being in that dark room and seeing all around you people having fun doing bad, being rewarded doing bad. And then when it comes time for you to do the exact same thing, logically on paper it makes sense, right? And you just can't do it. And you get knocked back a couple pegs. And then there's a couple people that'll come and just kick you while you're down, just because you're down, and they're up higher than you. Then just this little kick, and that's never just one person. You get a few kicks while you're down, right? And then you go to this place where you're supposed to go, whenever You're ready to stop being kicked, right? You're ready to stop being kicked. And you've always been told if you go to this place, you won't get kicked. Or if you do get kicked, it's, going to be, you deserved it and yada, 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 bing, bang. So you go to this place and you get kicked some more. And one thing that I've always noticed and I felt like was the main part of why I never did fully connect with the church, any church I've gone to, and why it does trigger the feelings of if anything good does happen to you, it has nothing to do with you. You are just being blessed because God have mercy on you, and you're supposed to do this, and this with it, right? And then if anything bad happens to you, again, like you did something bad, and it's something outside of you, and you just gotta take it because you did something bad, and by the way, you're gonna burn in hell anyway for this sin that you've done. It gives us lots of incentive to change, right? Yeah, you're gonna burn. You're going to burn. That's all I ever remembered. Everything I did, I'm gonna burn it out. I'm gonna burn it out. Right? This is, how do you guys separate this from abuse? Really? The building? The robes? The books? The crosses? What separates this from cults? Cult activity? Right? I'm just saying. I am also saying that the people that did find their way to God in the darkness as I did, and the only way that you are able to find that is if you are healed. You don't go somewhere to find healing, right? That's what everyone has been misled to believe, is that it comes from outside of you. That it comes from outside of you. And I mean, if we all can believe in, the sacrament and, eating Jesus' flesh and things representing his blood and things like that, that means that you at some point believe that we are all connected, even if it's just on the first Sunday of every month or whatever day they do that on. At that point, we are all connected, yeah? And so to say that God is anything other than part of that connection is kind of different, wouldn't you say? Different, right? So I know that I'm going round and round in circles. I also know that there are people that are following me because they've gone through this exact same thing, and the circles are the cycles that they've gone through as well, that we've gone through. Because you wanted that to be the answer. It looks so easy. What they don't tell you is how inauthentic it is. Do you know why so many people are unhappy? It's not because of how their life is. It's because of how their life is supposed to look and how they're supposed to look while in this life. And they're wondering why their feelings, hold on. Okay. So you can probably still kind of hear me a little bit. It's taking that train forever. So where was I? Oh yes, so the reason people are so sad is because there is a certain way that a certain life is supposed to look and feel, they thought. and their emotions are not lining up with that. They've had everything that they're supposed to have, or 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 not, or whatever the case may be. In any event, their emotions do not line up with it. That's why people are so sad. They are not in alignment. When you're not in alignment, it causes dis-ease, and dis-ease leads to all kinds of things, mainly unbalance, which opens you up for all kinds of attacks: physical, emotional, spiritual attacks. Okay? So the more that you're unsure, that's the more unbalanced. And that's when things can get messy. Okay? And I also want to address all of the people that consider themselves religious, consider spiritual people, not of God for whatever reason. And I really just want you to think about this for a moment. Think about this for a moment. We all have a past. We all do. And I remember even as a child, and like my mother, when I was like experimenting with different things, I would, talk to her about it, and she would always say, I would never, all of these things. And everyone has a past. Everyone has, okay? Whatever it is, yeah. Stop saying you never. Number one. Number two, okay? If you've read the book, that's where God chooses his people. It's in the darkness. These people are nitty, they're gritty, they're full of sin, they're in the mud. They have been betrayed. They have inferior thoughts, feelings. They question authority. They question guidance. They are not the ones on the front pew. They never are. And guess what? Even Jesus said, you can't kick it with me, man. If you've never felt this shit over here, you can't kick it with me. If you've never felt a shadow, if you've never had a shadow on your back, man, how could you possibly be real? How? Right? How do y'all overlook that part of the book? When somebody walks in not looking the way you expect someone who has a message should look. Someone who's ready to lead people. Someone who knows the way. Like, how does that all get dismissed because of they walk into a place that you feel is holy? When did holy become inauthentic? Right? And I'm even going so far as to talk about where the spirits like to play. They like to play in unbalanced land. The faker you are, the better, baby. Oh, you didn't know? Yeah, the faker you are, the better, baby. Yeah, they like that shit. They like that shit. And if you are unbalanced, that's when they're able to come and latch on to you, right? And the longer they stay, the more of you they take. And a lot of you are sitting on the front pew, already overtaken. You are a shell. You've already been overtaken. And there are some people on the very back pew, maybe out in the parking lot, maybe at the liquor store parking lot across the street, that have been almost overtaken except for just one little part right here. This big. That's all it takes. That's all it takes for God to say, that one. That one right there. And then what God proceeds to do is try to show you that he said that one. Look at all that you can do. Look at all you have survived. Look at how no one was around when you did it. Look at how the only explanation is God. Oh, wait. Right? So he proceeds to try to show you why he chose you. And, he also proceeds to show you why you shouldn't go that way. And you just hopscotched right over them obstacles, didn't you? Now, the only reason I can talk about it is because I did the same thing. Man, I was stepping over them obstacles, right? Double dutching. Yeah. Obstacle what? Obstacle where? God, who? Huh? What? Yeah. Like that was me. Spirits, what? Curses? Hexes? What y'all talking about? Luck? Huh? What? Yeah. As long as I don't do that over there, I'm good. And God was like, oh, you hard-headed, I see. You hard-headed. What do we do with the hard-headed babies? Just pop the hand. Oh, you still ain't gonna. Okay. Go ahead, stick that fork in that fucking up. Explain they don't. You ain't gonna do. You don't do that, okay? No. No, but you're free falling, and at first it's fun, the adrenaline, right? Oh my gosh, I can't believe I just did this. I did this. Oh man, I did this. Oh, ground's coming really, really fast. I did this. Okay, ground's really coming fast. I did this. Shit. I did this. And that's when God catches you. Right there. You learned your lesson? Let's go. Let's go change the world. How on earth can you be inside of a place that you say the Bible taught you how to build? You have to have columns here, windows facing there, and just be on the up and up. Thou should not do this, thou should not do that. And I know God would not want us to be faking it till we make it when it comes to the agreement that our soul makes before we even come here with God. Right? Oh, you may not believe in that. However, you came here, with the purpose and the gift. We all did. Just like, all the kids from Captain Planet, wind, water, heart, whatever they are. With our powers combined, we all came here. I came here for love. I know that now. I came here to help heal hearts. And there is no way that I could do that if my own was broken. There was absolutely no way I could do that if my own was broken, right? And the only way that I'd be able to know how to heal anyone's heart is if I knew how to heal my own. And the only way I can learn how to heal my own is if it is broken. Oh, it's broken 10,000 times in 10,000 ways, in 10,000 pieces. It's been broken. And yeah, my whole life is literally, God just dumped it out and said, put it together. Once you put this together, you're ready. And I finally put it together. And I know this is really what spiritual awakening feels like. I mean, first you gotta recognize that, he did dump these puzzle pieces in front of you. And yeah, it's a lot, man. Shit balls and hot sauce. It's a lot. Sometimes the puzzle pieces aren't in one spot. You gotta go find them and stuff. And then once you put it together, you see what God's saying all along. You are perfectly imperfect. Just you. All on your own. And you, all by yourself, are a force to be reckoned with. And you'll see why you're chosen. Now, here comes the hard part, you guys. You've got to unite. I know, a lot of us don't like dealing with other people. I get it. It's Walmart out here, okay? I understand. All right? However, we've got to bring together Justice League, the Avengers. We got to do it, y'all. This is Revelations. We got to walk outside. We're stronger now. We know we're protected. Look at what they did, man. Your whole life has been a battle. Your whole life has been a battle. And yeah, I know you just now got here. You just now finally like, man, shoot, God, you was right. Yeah, man, I know I was tripping. Like, you just got to that point, right? I know. It doesn't change what we gotta do, though. It doesn't change it. Are you ready? I'm so ready. So we see what's happening now. Also, we know witchcraft is out there. We know they've always used it. We know they've always shoved it down our throats as something bad and horrible. And I don't practice. I'm not saying that anyone that does practices is bad, evil, whatever. All I'm saying is to know what's happening, know that these things that people are doing is not them, it's the spirits on them. And the only reason there's a spirit that can cling on to allow them to do these things is if they're unbalanced. So just look at them as special. You give them a little bit more grace. They are unbalanced, full of dis-ease. And it's my job to just one person, one piece of a puzzle at a time, to hand people little fragments, you know? Like God didn't put all of your pieces in one place. Like you had to go here and go there and learn the lesson and find the piece, and now it's your turn to give out a certain piece. We're puzzle pieces, so we can heal the world. Oh. Come on, y'all. Come on, y'all. So, I think this is how we're gonna do it. There are these things called hashtags, right? So, there's 1, 2 that I would recommend. The first one is hashtag my journey, your blueprint. And using this hashtag, the nitty gritty stories, y'all. The nitty gritty stories. Tell your stories of why Jesus would have chosen you. Because he didn't choose no squeaky cleans. He said, if you rolling with me, you got to have been in the mud. So yeah, we need the nitty gritty. Just show people, man. It's not supposed to look a certain way. It's not supposed to look any other way. It's not supposed to feel any other way but aligned, peaceful, you, real, whole, at ease. And the other one is grow together to glow together. Hashtag grow together to glow together. Because what we aren't going to do is C-block. That's what they call it. Like a male chicken block. We're not gonna male chicken block our journey so that we can have people see like you are even more needed if you've been in the mud, man. And once you start going on the up and up, know that alignment is what brings in the things that you want to happen in the world. Yes. Knowing that's how it's gonna happen. Yes. So, gatekeep, that was what I was looking for. We are not going to be gatekeeping our secrets. Everyone deserves to feel this way. And, if they don't want to, everyone has free will. Everyone has free will. And, they just won't be the same after this year, I'll say that. Because, zombies, they don't. That's another thing. Not the way that you think it would look. Okay? They may still be walking around. They aren't there. They aren't there. Anyway. Love is the frequency that's going to heal this world, you guys. Love is going to heal us. And the only way you can love at the whole frequency is if you have a healed heart. And the only way you can have a healed heart is if you've forgiven yourself. And the only way you can forgive yourself is if you look at yourself in your true form, authentically, and see what God sees. just chilling around here. Like, this is damn good. You see it? Well, I should say jump the tree. Mm-hmm. Yeah, you done got up there and got scared, huh? And then the birds just be coming and stuff. But anyway, let's see if I post this or not. Hey, cat. What's up with you? All right, love you guys.